Action. Take two.
Yeah.
Dan sheet. All right. So what I was just saying is that Dan's 4 for 4 over $1,000, but he's generated 4 referrals total. So obviously he has a different opinion or decision. A certain decision, a certain opinion about the referral process, referral program that's leading to getting below average numbers. But then his opinion or decision about getting sales is obviously a much more powerful one.
Yeah.
Right, and then he's taking action to be right about whatever that decision is. So I went through it with him. I go, this is pretty cool, Dan. You're going to start to really get in touch with how you think about things, and that'll allow for you to influence your results.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting for somebody else to coach you through it, you can do this on your own exercise with this. So I asked him, I go, let's check this out. Let's do a little test for you, Dan. When you're about to get referrals and do the approach, do you feel powerful, or are you more like, ooh, I hope this works? And he's like, yeah, I hope this works. And I go, thank you for being honest, number one. A lot of people said that the only way this works, Dan, is if you're honest. He's like, yeah, no problem. I go, yeah, that's cool, because now you can get in touch with it. I go, Dan, do you see how you've made up your mind then that it's like hard, or maybe you will, maybe you won't. Some people won't, some people will, but some are uncomfortable. Like that's your. So I go, if you wrote that on paper in quotation marks, the attitude you have doing the approach or the actions would then make sense. You're probably hesitating when you're supposed to hand them the sheet, like it's just do this. It makes sense, like you expected. Instead, you're dangling it like, and in that moment they have too much time to think, and then they get to evaluate and judge, and then you get to be right about them being uncomfortable.
Got it.
You're causing it. He's like, oh, I get that. I go, but now with the sales, you don't say you're 4 for 4, dude. So I go, what have you decided about getting sales? He's like, oh yeah, I get sales all the time. I go, see? He's like, yeah, okay, I get it. So the way you're writing up the order and having them cut rope, you're giving them direction. You're assuming it. You're expecting it. But when you get to referrals, you're then hoping for it. So what you need to therefore do is to be able to see that quotation you have on paper, Dan, the one that says people are uncomfortable. Change that to something more powerful, like it's easy to get referrals and make sense, and then be able to answer why.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we went through some of the reasons why, and so eventually you'll get to the point where you just expect it. I go, one last example, and then we'll end the video. Is like if somebody told you they're hungry and you had a bunch of chicken fingers, would you be like, do you want one? You would just say, hey, eat this.
Yeah.
So the referral approach very much has to be like that. It's just like, well, I expect them to want to eat this chicken finger. They're hungry. So I expect that this is just easy, so it just makes sense. This is what everybody's doing. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So that's the stump speech for
and tell
supporting
them
somebody getting referrals.
If you're successful in making them believe in the product and have a good time, it should be natural for them to just tell you to people.
Which is one of the reasons why. So that's one of the bullet points, what you just said. You have to support them in being able to come up with multiple reasons why. Yeah. So what I'm reviewing with you as a manager is the technique of supporting them in changing their opinion or decision about our part of our business.
Yeah.
And the exercise is really, are you willing to change your mind? Yes. Okay, what's the new mindset? What's the new opinion? It's easy to get referrals, and it makes sense. Okay, got it. And then it's the why, and then you have them write down. Normally, if I was PCing, I'd actually do it on the board.
Yeah.
And show them, and have them write in their notes. And I teach them, I go, now the first time you come up with a new opinion about something, and it's been a while, you're going to be like, it's easy to get referrals? And you'll say it in an insecure fashion, Dan.
Yeah.
But then if we go through why, and then I have you say the new opinion again, you're going to be like, oh yeah, it's easy.
Alright.
And then now we need to have you go take action to reinforce this new opinion, otherwise you're more likely to go back to the old one. What, you're done? Oh.
No, he's cutting it off.
Alright, just press stop. I get it.
Alright. And